Thanks for making the time to take the what's your number one behind the scenes weight loss blocker quiz. The quiz report is being created as we speak and should be hitting your email inbox in about 30 minutes. In the meantime, let's talk about your result. Well, first of all, let's talk about this. This is what you want to get rid of. This right here, 5 pounds of fat. It's how much space it takes up in your body, and it actually weighs 5 pounds. Hi, I'm Thomas Gurr, and I have over 20 years of experience as a certified fitness and nutrition professional, and I'm the creator of the assessment you just took. And admittedly, a total nerd when it comes to metabolic physiology. And based on the information you shared and the little I know about you and your situation, your number one behind the scenes weight loss blocker has everything to do with your hormones being out of whack. Now, if your quiz results are right, I know what the problem is and I have a solution. It's new, so you may not have heard about it yet. But it's already worked for hundreds of women just like you over the past 3 years. Like I said, I've been doing this for more than 20 years, and this solution is more effective than any of the boot camps or weight loss challenges I've done in the past. It's called the GH Fast Advantage. But more on that in a bit. First, let's focus on you. First off, I'm going to surmise that despite your current best efforts at dieting and working out, that you've been able to lose the weight and keep it off. Either that or you tried and failed so many times in the past that you just said forget it and quit trying. All right, let's get a bit more specific. Does this sound like you? Does your stomach feel like it is constantly bloated? Do you feel hungry even after you just ate? Are you craving sugar, especially carbs, like a baby craves a bottle? And salty foods? But do you crave salty foods, especially fried ones like chips? Have you noticed more trips to the bathroom, more frequent urination, and even increased urination? Are you tired all the time? Not from lack of sleep, but just feeling fatigued for no apparent reason. Are you constantly thirsty, even after you just drank enough water to power up a camel? Now, let's get even more specific. Have you noticed any darkening of the skin in your groin, armpits, or behind the neck? How about unexpected tingling sensations in the hands or feet? Now, if any one or more of these symptoms are ringing true for you, then trying to lose weight through the traditional diet and exercise is not going to work for you. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I am a certified expert when it comes to metabolism and the hormones that control it. And you have either full-blown or early-stage metabolic syndrome. And when it comes to metabolic syndrome, insulin is the culprit. Your pancreas is releasing so much of it that you become insulin resistant. Now, you're not alone. I'm not trying to scare you. I mean, according to a recent study by Healthline, 44% of women in the United States are resistant to insulin and don't even know it. Insulin resistance has become known as prediabetes, which means if you are insulin resistant, you are just one level away from type 2 diabetes. Now, there are many causes to this problem. You can read all about them in the report that I'm sending you. Right now, let's focus on your solution. Now, if I asked you why you want to lose weight, one of the reasons you would likely give me is, well, I want to be healthy. Well, it's actually the other way around. Before you can lose weight, you must first get healthy, your hormones. The good news, the GH Fast Advantage gets your hormones healthy and starts dropping the body fat at the same time. The primary focus will be lowering and dropping your insulin levels. Because if insulin levels are too high, your body basically loses the ability to burn fat no matter how much you diet and exercise. And in case you're wondering, insulin is a hormone released by the pancreas. Whenever you eat, insulin gets released, especially when you eat carbs. And its job is simple: to transport the glucose, the fuel from the food, to where it's needed, and to transport the unneeded leftover glucose into the fat cell. But with insulin resistance, the cells are unable to accept what insulin is trying to deliver. So to compensate, your pancreas releases even more insulin. The cycle keeps repeating, and your body becomes completely insulin dominant. Now, since insulin is the fat storage hormone, your body is constantly, or let's say chronically, in fat storage mode. This is why your body keeps growing and your belly keeps growing and your metabolism keeps slowing. Now, here's what most people do. They do what the nutrition authorities recommend. They eat less. That's unfortunate because dieting just makes the problem worse. Dieting and intermittent fasting are often grouped together, but I'm here to tell you, they're completely different. Dieting keeps your metabolism in the fed state, which means insulin dominant. So you're not only depriving your body from a metabolism improvement, but you're also suffering because you're depriving yourself of calories. In fact, cutting calories actually slows your metabolism down. This is because the human body is built for survival. There are so many autonomic processes in place to make sure your body doesn't die. And one of those processes just happens to be metabolism regulation. Say you go from 1,600 calories a day down to 1,000 calories a day. Autonomic metabolism regulation kicks in. Within a few days, your body becomes very good at functioning with fewer calories. And get this, it will still store some of those reduced calories away as fat. Like I said, the body is a survival-driven machine. And when insulin is present, it will always try to store more fat. That's why diets still work. Even if you drop a few pounds, you're still storing fat, and you will almost certainly gain those pounds back and then some. And every diet just throws your hormones more out of whack. And you already know how dieting affects your energy level and your mood. It's hard to be happy when you're always hangry. Now, I'm here to tell you, there is a better way. When you're in a fasted state, life changes. There's some practical and achievable steps you can take to fix your hormones so you can start burning fat like a normal person again. The GH Fast Advantage is a scientifically proven method that combines 3 foundations together to repair hormones and drop body fat at the same time. One of the 3 foundations is intermittent fasting, but not just any type of intermittent fasting, but instead a system specialized just for you that increases growth hormone and reduces insulin levels. Now, this is not a one-size-fits-all solution, but it is the one solution that works for every person and every body. Everybody get it? As long as it's personalized for you, your lifestyle, and for what your body needs, you can stick to it. Recent research has proven that intermittent fasting, done correctly, lowers insulin resistance and gets you back on the weight loss path, even if you've been stuck for years and nothing else you tried has worked. That has to be personalized. Now, you've probably heard about and have some experience with the other 2 components. But one of them, the third component, the third foundation, may be a road you haven't traveled yet. But if you want your results to stick, you'll need to travel it now. And if you're ready, I will be happy to travel it with you. Because this is what I do all day, every day. I help people of all ages and stages of life to bust through their insulin resistance by getting them on the right intermittent fasting and hormone recovery program. That way we get the metabolism working right again. By incorporating the GH Fast Advantage and 2 other foundations that I will tell you about when we talk. That is, if you are interested in a solution. Seriously, if you are ready for a breakthrough, click below to schedule a 1-hour breakthrough call with me. It's going to be a coaching call, and here's what's going to happen during the breakthrough call. I will learn more about you and your metabolic history. I will explain how the GH Fast Advantage works and how it will work for you, as well as the other 2 foundations. Now I'll give you the next steps to take to start on your success if you want to do it on your own. And if I'm certain that I can help you solve your problems once and for all, I will invite you to join me, and I will guide you personally every step of the way until you get the results you're after. I guarantee you'll get the results you're after if we work together. Now I have time in my schedule for 2 breakthrough calls a day. It can only take 10 new clients a month. Very personalized. So if solving your problem once and for all sounds good to you, click below and schedule the next available spot. After you schedule your call, I'll send you some important questions to answer, so I'm prepared to start guiding you when we meet. Then I will personally call you at your scheduled time. And if during our hour together, we both decide we want to work together, what happens next will be nothing short of life-changing. Now, I can only make such bold claims because it's already worked so well for so many other people. And in all my years of helping people transform their bodies and lifestyles, this is by far the most effective method. So if you're ready, click below to schedule your breakthrough call. If not, no hard feelings. The GH Fast Advantage is not for everyone. but it will work for everyone who's ready to travel a different road and get different results. Led by a passionate, experienced expert.